Welcome, esteemed listeners, to Soulful Insight, a platform dedicated to revealing profound truths and astonishing insights aimed at enriching and nourishing your soul. Your host, Gigi Gina.
Welcome. Hey, listeners, it's your girl Gigi Gina here on Soulful Insight Podcast, and I'm hoping everyone has had an excellent week. I have been so eagerly waiting to out with you again, be about a new topic, which is our Ep.04, Navigating the Storm and Overcoming Bitterness After a Breakup. And so this is a 3-part topic, so I have been just ready to talk with you guys because we gotta get this topic talked about, because here at Soulful Insight, what do? We peel off layers on crucial topics that no one talks about, people. So my favorite listeners, I know you've already are prepared, but if you're new to Soulful Insight Podcast, this is what we do. We get our notepad, whatever you want to write with, and we get our blankies, our favorite drink, to sit down and get ready to listen to my lovely voice while y'all are writing down notes so you can prepare yourself for healing. All right, so if you're ready, I know I'm ready. So let's go ahead and dive right on into this wonderful topic. Part 1 will, tonight I will be discussing the bitterness of a woman after a breakup. As well as part 2, on Monday, I will be talking about the bitterness of a man after a breakup. And then on next Friday, I will be discussing part 3, which is how a bitterness of a parent, how it affects the child in co-parenting. So we have a lot to discover. Part 3, I'm going to give you a little bit of family law there. But if you're ready, let's go ahead and start part 1. After a breakup, both men and women can experience a wide range of emotions and behaviors through individual responses, can vary greatly depending on personality, the nature of the relationship, and the circumstances surrounding the breakup. Now, generally, people go through stages of grief, which can manifest differently in men and women due to society condition and personal coping mechanism. However, women often initially express their emotions more openly at the breakup, and ladies, we do that. This can involve with crying, talking to our friends, our girlfriends, or families, and seeking social support to process their feelings. They may find relief in understanding by verbalizing their emotions and leaning on their support network. Over time, they might engage in self-care activities such as exercising, pursuing hobbies, or being an entrepreneur, or even seeking professional counseling to rebuild their sense of self and moving forward. Now, men, on the other hand, might initially express their emotions due to society's expectation around masculinity and emotional expression. They might distract themselves with work hobbies, social activities to avoid confronting their own feelings. Some men might also turn to alcohol or other substance as a coping mechanism. However, as time passes, they may begin to process their emotions more internal and seek support from close friends, which we know, ladies, they're homeboys, or family members. Men need to recognize the value of expressing their emotions and finding a healthier ways to heal. In both cases, the key to moving past a breakup lies in acknowledging and processing emotions, seeking support, and engaging in activities to promote personal growth and well-being. Every individual journey is very unique, and understanding these differences can foster empathy and support for those going through such a challenging time. Now, I wanted to give you just a little background of on both sides of bitterness after a breakup, but I'm not going deeply into the men today. Again, like I've stated, we will be only concentrating on the bitterness of a woman after a breakup. Okay, so breakups can be an emotionally turbulent time for anyone, but the bitterness that some women feel afterwards can be particularly intense and multifaceted. This bitterness often stems from a sense of loss, betrayal, or unmet expectations. When the relationship ends, it can feel like a failure, leading to feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt. These emotions can contribute to a bitter outlook as the woman grapples with the disparity between what she hoped the relationship would be and the reality of its end. Ladies, how many times have we felt like that? Where you may have invested so many years into a relationship thinking, we all want the fairy tale ending, and it doesn't happen that way. In other relationships, you may not invest it that much time, but you really hope for this relationship, and it could just be something simple as y'all are not compatible. And now the relationship has to end. You were really hoping that this relationship works. And, you picked out the guy and he looks good and, body, he has a great sense of humor and, has a good head on his shoulder, raised right, all that stuff. But then you try to make it work and it just doesn't work. And you're like, dang, maybe I give him 3 more months. You done gave him 3 already. So now you're looking at 6 months and it's still, y'all just not compatible at all. He likes things this way, you like things the other way, and it's just not going to work. And so we do tend to be hard on ourselves when the relationship does end because you're like, God, could have made it worse. So you end up feeling like a failure, or you start self-doubting yourself. Now, moreover, the bitterness can be worsened by social expectations and pressures. Women are often socialized to invest deeply in their relationships and may feel that their worth is tied to their ability to maintain a romantic partnership. And you may say, well, Gigi, what does that mean? That means that society, the expectations that society has placed on a woman position in a relationship can be more stressful in maintaining a romantic relationship. Every time you turn around in social media, you got women doing BBLs. You may be a woman that don't believe in getting plastic surgery or Brazilian butt lifts or implants. You're just natural. Or you can't, you have health issues where you can't really go to the gym and tone up like you need to. And so you're just a regular, you're just a regular girl, and you don't look like what society has painted the woman to be in the new 20th century relationships. Some women that grew up on morals and values, women that had a father in her life and taught her what her self-worth was. So society plays a lot and put pressures on relationships because now you're not, for instance, you're not Carly B. You're not Nicki Minaj. You're not Megan Thee Stallion. Like, who got Megan Thee Stallion knees? All this stuff that we as women are faced with in society that really makes it hard on a relationship because your significant other or your spouse is looking at what you're looking at and be like, well, why your body can't be like her? I don't want my body like that. Nah. Is that going to make you stay with me until eternity? No, I can still get all that stuff done and you still can walk out the door. Society puts stipulations on relationships to where, despite what he may do, say, you stay by your man. Yet, staying by your man is causing you more heartache, more pain. Now you're on medicine and for anxiety, and you may now be, your one glass of wine a day now has turned to maybe 4 or 5 glasses a day, just so you can get some type of release. You're more stressed out, hair falling out, all these things going on. But because society say a strong woman, no matter what, stands by her man. You do whatever it takes to make your man happy. That's what society has now put out for us to kind of mimic in our relationship, but it does not help it. It puts more strain on the relationship. When a breakup occurs, it can challenge a woman's sense of identity and self-worth, leading to resentment and anger. You're darn right. If I'd invested 5, 6, 7 years with you, and all of a sudden, because I done lost myself because I'm so busy trying to keep you up in a relationship and back you in your business and what you're going on, and I'm trying to be the team player for this relationship and for you, and I've now lost myself because I put me on the back burner, and you leave me after I done stood by you and supported you and all this. You darn right I might be mad as, and yes, I'm going to have some resentment. You darn tootin' I will. And so this type of bitterness can be directed towards an ex-partner. You can do the bitterness, you start mad with yourself, or even the concept of love and relationship in general. And what I mean by that, we automatically know it's going to be the ex-partner first. You're going to have that bitterness towards them automatically. But then we change that to where now we start looking at, well, it's my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have yelled that day. Maybe I should have just let him talk. Maybe I should have just cooked him dinner. Maybe. And then you start thinking about love and become bitter against love. Every time I love, my heart get broken. So screw love. So now you're bitter. Additionally, if a breakup was caused by infidelity, dishonesty, or even a sudden end without closure, the intents of those negative emotions can be heightened. Oh, we know it's going to be heightened. I know it's going to be heightened. Infidelity? He being dishonest to you? What the heck? Oh, it's finna be a waiting to exhale Angela Bassett moment. You bet. Every woman on earth know what part I'm talking about. Where she flicked that cigarette after she done sat and pulled all his coat. Yeah, that moment right there. That one right there. Yes, it's gonna be heightened. Why wouldn't it be? I know some of y'all say, well, Gigi, you darn right. If he cheated on me and we together, we married, and my husband, I call him cheating or he being dishonest, and all of a sudden he talking about we need to take a break. We need to be separated. You darn right, Gigi, you're right. It's gonna be heightened because that's gonna be an Angela Bassett waiting to exhale moment. Where she flicked that cigarette, yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Pack all his stuff and flip that cigarette while the car on fire. Yep, that moment right there. 20th century women may say, well, I never was bitter. So I don't know what bitter is after a breakup. I don't know. How would I feel? Like, what is bitterness after a breakup? Because I don't experience this. So I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know none of this. And that's okay. If you've never dealt with bitterness after someone done broke up with you, which I know for a fact that is very rare, you gonna feel it may not be just as intense, but you've had some type of bitterness somewhere. And there's not one woman on earth that can truly say, oh, I've never experienced being bitter. Yes, you have. Yeah, you have. You have. You may not have been just as tense as this person over here, but you have. You may have had unresolved feelings. You may have some type of bitterness of someone that has betrayed you to the point now you have loss of identity. You're struggling with trying to redefine yourself without the relationship. Okay, now you're feeling like a failure because your relationship ended. How society pressures you and amplifying your feelings of rejection. Now you have a fear of being alone. Or now you feel bitter because now you just broke up with your boyfriend. You can't stand to see nobody. You can't stand to see another happy couple. You don't want to see that. So now you isolate yourself and now you want to be alone. You don't feel like going around family because you know you got that one cousin and their relationship. It's just like, you was all right because you had a relationship. So y'all can compare, but now it's no longer there. Or, you got that one girlfriend that just be over the edge, just too extra in her relationship. And you like, girl, I don't want to hear about you and your relationship. Because you mad, you better. Because your relationship not working. So you don't want to be around your favorite cousin that had their relationship that was just so perfect and you adored their relationship. So now you don't want to be around them no more. And now you don't want to be around your girlfriends because there's one girlfriend and her boyfriend, she just, I love him so much. And you like, will she shut up? I don't want to hear about your happy relationship. So then you feel low self-esteem sinks in. You don't want to be bothered. You feel like you just worthless. Your friends, your girlfriends, they know about your breakup. Because that's the first thing we do when we break up. We as women, we call, girl, I can't believe you done did me like this. And then that's when the family or your girlfriends, they know what to bring. And then we're having a wait until exhale moment. The bitterness has affected you psychologically with the depression, with the anxiety. Then you become very angry. Because now you can't control your feelings. You're in a rage. You're being hostile because you're angry. Because you're so busy dwelling on what Joe Blow said to you. You are hurt. When you're going through all of this, now you have low self-esteem because you don't have any confidence in yourself. So now you go to isolation. You withdraw from everybody. You don't go to outings. Your family don't see you as much. Your family calling, girl, you know your mama gonna do it, or your sisters. I found a guy that I think you're really being. I don't you can keep him. I don't want it. I'm good. Like why are you telling me? Like what he seeing me? What did you say? No, I'm good. Your girlfriend. Oh, I got a friend, and he said you look cute. And you be like, girl, bye. I ain't ready. I don't want to talk. I don't want to go on no date. I'm good. Or it could just be a simple, girl, call me back because I found you a new dude. You won't even return the message. You won't turn the message. And when you go through this psychologically, it is difficult to break free from being bitter psychologically. It is so hard. And then God forbid, if you're in this cycle of low self-esteem, now you're gonna start going back and thinking about all your past relationships. You're gonna go back and think about every man that done hurt you, whether if it was a heartbreak or abuse. You're gonna go back and you're gonna bring up Joe Blow that happened 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But you start thinking about those past experiences. And that caused you to be more bitter, more angry. And then after that, you feel like, I can't trust nobody. I can't trust nobody. And what that does, that leads to a defense mechanism. And you become more bitter because you're angry. You hurt. And it's okay. It is truly okay to feel bitter. I know there are so many stereotypes behind a woman being bitter, but it's okay to be bitter. What you have to understand as women, how long are you willing to linger in it until you get so wrapped up in overplaying in your mind what your ex has done to you, what he last said, so detrimental to your health and to you as a woman, to where you truly would end up causing more harm to yourself, to the point you can fall into a deep depression, to the point you would think about suicide. So you can't let it dwell. You can't let it linger a year from now. Three months, okay. 6 months, okay. Now I'm not talking about if it was a traumatic breakup. I'm not talking about that. But if it was just a simple breakup where y'all are not compatible, or y'all just ain't seeing eye to eye, or just something, a minor breakup. I'm not talking about something that was traumatic, that caused you to where it alters your whole life. I'm not talking about that, because that may take you a little bit more time. It may take you 6 months to a year to heal. But while you're healing, you can't go backwards. Even within, if it was just a 3-month relationship, once you are healing, it does not matter how long you were in the relationship. Once it's over, depending on the severity of it, you can't let it linger for too long. If you're trying to heal and move on, you can't keep replaying those things. So we got to stop with the stereotypes. I don't know. If it was me, I wouldn't worry about it. It ain't you. You were not in that relationship. Because we don't know what that woman went through in that relationship to cause her to be bitter. We don't know if she's even got any counseling. We don't know if she don't seeked out a spiritual counselor or talked to her family or friends to just build a great support system. We don't know. But the first thing we do when we hear, she mad because we broke up. Honey, she just bitter because I now have you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It don't have nothing to do with the new woman in this man's life. So we got to stop with the stereotypes. Oh, she just mad because he done moved on. You're right, she's mad because he done moved on. Why? She may have given 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years, and now it's done ended, and she's invested half of her life in this relationship. And now as a switch, it is gone. You're right, she should be bitter. And what I mean by that, ladies, we've done it. Now, on the other hand, you may be the woman that did the healing process. You done moved on after your breakup, and now you're starting to date again, and the person that you're dating has an ex that is bitter. And so you're probably saying, well, Gigi, yeah, I'm that woman that I done moved on, and now my current relationship, I'm dealing with his ex. So what? And I know for a fact she's bitter. So what do I need to look out for? Well, the things that you need to look out first is the emotional and psychological action. That's the first one. If she seems to be, I didn't know this topic was this hard. I'm just kidding, ladies. But no, if she is doing public shaming, and ladies, we've all done seen it or been doing it, or we know what that is. If she's public shaming, basically she's talking about whatever done happened between her and him on social media, We done seen it. We see it every day, every time we turn on Facebook. Y'all know that. She done went live and she talk about what she gonna do to you and da 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 da. And we all know about this. We all know. We all have experienced it. I don't care if you were the bitter woman. I don't care if you're now the woman that's in a relationship and you're dealing with a bitter ex, dealing with his bitter ex. But how many times have we got the friend request, but we all got that little fake profile because now she's trying to see what's going on with you and your boo. Or you done created the fake profile because you want to see what's going on with him and his new boo. You want to see. You want to, because you bitter and you mad. So I'm going to create 99 different profiles. And that's basically called cyberbullying. Y'all can't be out there cyberbullying nobody. Your significant other has a bitter ex, she gonna do the same thing. You just don't be doing the cyberbullying. But then if the significant other has a bitter ex, or you are the person, you're the one that's bitter, you can't be gaslighting. You can't be manipulating your ex emotions. You can't do that. Are you trying to maintain control? You can't do that. And we all know this one. Ladies, we've done it. Our exes have done it. Their exes have done it. The love bombing. When you're trying to do that last little dinner, or you trying to be out where he's at because you done been on Facebook trolling, you trying to see what's going on, you snooping, or your ex gonna be at this location, or their ex snooping on your ex page trying to find out where y'all are going to be, or their ex trying to do that last little attempt, or following you wherever y'all are going and ending up at the same place at the same time, knowing for a fact I know you've been snooping on my page, or vice versa. I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna wear this outfit because I know he liked this outfit. I'm gonna show up at his mama house, or his brother house, sister house. They don't want you over there, but you're gonna do it anyway because you're trying to get that last attempt, or vice versa. Their ex trying to get that last attempt to win them back. After a couple months, I want him back. Or you may say, I don't want him back. I just want him to see what he done missed. Because we done said it. We done said that. But then after we done went through the emotional and psychological actions after a breakup, whether it was you or whether your significant other ex is doing it. My grandmother would say during the breakup, y'all are really acting dumb and you doing stupid stuff. Because now we so mad because of the breakup, what was done. Nah, we done dwelt and lingered into our foolishness of our breakup. We done let it dwindle for too long, to the point our anger has gotten so out of control to now I'm going to break his car windows. Like Jasmine Sullivan's song, I'ma bust the windows at your car. We done sat down with our girlfriends and we don't finish watching Angela Bassett and Waiting to Exhale movie. So we don't watch that part. And so right now we're trying to come up with what else we can tear up, or what else property we can break up. And then after we did that, we're going to really hit you where it hurt. Rather, if you're going through a divorce, you're going to try to get everything out of them, especially if you got kids involved. If you don't, you don't let us run across a credit card we done had sitting around, and we call that 1-800 number and it's still about, it's over. It's over. Yeah. Ladies, we done it. Or their ex done did it. Or your ex done did it to you. So then what we finna do next? We want to damage their reputation. You want them to hurt. You want them to feel your pain. You are angry and you is mad as hell, and you want everybody to know what they done did to you. And if they got an ex, she gonna want everybody that you know, he know. She gonna lie about it. She gonna spread rumors. She gonna do everything she possibly can. That's what they gonna do. And if it's your ex, he mad because y'all done broke up. If you the one that called it off. And so now he reaching out to everybody you know and spreading rumors and lies and posting it here, there, texting it to you, calling your mama, all this crazy stuff. And then to finalize all that, because they ain't done, you ain't done. Now you plotting new ways to get back at your partner. Oh, I'm going to get him back. He done left me after 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Oh, no, it ain't finna be that easy to walk away from me. Not me. And I got your kids. Oh, no. It's crucial to remember that these potential actions are unhealthy and can have serious consequences for both parties involved. So, ladies, I know you just got out of the relationship or you've been out of it for a while. Don't do it. Don't do none of these actions, please. Don't do it. If you're in a relationship and their significant other is doing it to you, you need to report it. If it's on social media, you need to block them, report it. But don't get yourself in some serious trouble to where you may have them little shackles on your feet. Don't do that. And them silver bracelets around your wrist. You don't want to do that. Don't get yourself into stuff like that. So do the best thing first, which is if you know it's the emotional or psychological actions they doing, which is the public shaming, cyberbullying, the gaslighting, the love bombing, block the people. Change your surroundings, especially with the love bombing. If they trying to do stuff to you win your back, I keep telling people, stop posting every goddamn thing on your social media. It ain't for everybody to see. Do it after you done went somewhere. Quit checking in. I'm over here and I'm over there. No, okay. Now you want to watch you popping up. Well, you just put it up there. Stop posting where you going. On our way to the movies over here on Central Park Avenue. Or they ex sitting up there looking at you like, how did she know we was here at this time at this movie? Because you just posted it. They over there watching your page. They got 99 fake profiles. Come on, people. So you got to, change up some stuff. But for the indirect actions, I know we want to tell everything we possibly can up. We want to get them financially. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Now, I know some of y'all are saying, well, dang, Gigi, you done went, oof, yeah. I told y'all I'm peeling these layers off so y'all can start healing and stop keeping this foolishness to where it's affecting your personal growth. You got to grow. You got things to do. If you got children involved, you got to start taking care. It's going to hurt for a while, but you got to tear this stuff off because we know you got to deal with bitterness alone. We know that dealing with a bitter ex-partner or you being bitter or your significant other has a bitter ex-partner can be challenging and emotionally draining. And so you say, Gigi, what do I do? Well, you got to start protecting yourself. When they start reaching out, don't reply back. It's going to be hard. I've been there, done that. It's going to be hard. But you got to reduce the communication to a bare minimum, especially if it's causing you emotional distress. And don't reply back by calling them, answering the phone, reply back in a text. Because now you need to keep record of any harmful or threatening behavior that they may say or do. But then if it gets way out of hand and there are some harmful or threatening things that is being done to you after your breakup, then you definitely need to seek legal advice. You need to make 911 call. You need to seek an attorney to protect your rights. If you're in a new relationship, don't drag the man ex. And then you want to call now. You can't do that now. No. Don't put your hands on nobody. But if they put their hands on you, then that's what you need to do. You need to dial 911. But then you need to create a good support system. Surround yourself with your supportive friends and family. And then with them, they will help you start to focus on healing. They will help you start prioritizing self-care, engaging in activities that's going to help promote your well-being, such as exercise and meditation, doing new hobbies. And while you're building a new support system, it's okay to create new friends and new social connection. It's okay to do that. The bigger your support group, the better you'll be. And then focus on your personal growth. Set new goals, work towards achieving them. Then you got to seek therapy, some type of professional help, spiritual counseling if that works best for you. Because they can provide you valuable tools for coping with the situation. Then you got to move on. You got to move on. Move on. Please move on. Let it go. Focus on creating a positive future than dwelling on the past. It's over. It's done. Let it go. Then practice forgiving. You got to forgive. I know y'all don't want to. You got to let go of the resentment. You got to set those clear boundaries with your ex-partner to protect your emotional well-being. And then you got to learn from it. Use that breakup as an opportunity for your personal growth. And remember, healing takes time. I'm telling you, it will take time. It may take 3 to 6 months, depending on the length that you were in your relationship. If you were in it some years, it's going to take longer to heal. Don't be dwelling on it over and over again. Let it go. And you do that by focusing on your own well-being and creating a positive future. And you can overcome the challenges of dealing with a bitter ex-partner or dealing with somebody that has a bitter ex-partner. Now, I know y'all say, well, how do you overcome bitterness altogether? So you're saying to yourself, I'm bitter. How do I overcome that? And that journey is going to involve with emotional healing, personal growth, and time. You got to let go of the resentment, the pain, the anger that is associated at the end of the relationship. You're going to go through and you got to acknowledge all the emotions. You're going to have a full range of emotions from sadness, anger, you lost, you confused. So you got to recognize those because it's crucial for you moving on. Then you got to let go. You got to release all of them negative feelings towards your former partner and avoid dwelling on the past hurts. You got to stop that. You got to let it go. Forgive them and move on and learn from it. And then you got to understand your own pain and self-focus. And then you use what happened, the breakup, as an opportunity for personal growth and new experiences. You know you got your support system. You know you're engaging in activities to promote well-being. You know, you're doing new exercises, you're doing meditation, you got new hobbies. And then you know to do counseling, spiritual, psychiatric therapy. So with those things, you can overcome bitterness after a breakup. So I hope this helped anyone that is going through a breakup right now, that has gone through a breakup, and yes, you've been dwelling in it for a long time and now you're bitter. I hope this topic has helped you, or you have moved on into a new relationship and now your significant other has an ex that is bitter. Hopefully I've given you some tools that help you and that will help you and your significant other move on. But unfortunately, ladies, this is my time. It was wonderful going over this topic with you. If you have any comments or questions, please reach out to me at soulfulinsightpodcast@gmail.com or comment up under this post. And I would love to reply back to you and whatever comments you have. But I am really serious, ladies. You gotta let it go if you want to move forward. And not all men are the same. And the reason why, and I know some of you may say that's not true, but it is true. Not men are all the same. It's what you attract. And what you attract could be positive or negative. You can attract the same thing. But if you have not healed from your past, you will attract the same thing. So work on healing, work on personal growth, work on new affirmations. Solely take this time to deal with yourself and heal before moving on to the next one. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in for this evening. Take care, and I will see you, but I will be reaching out to you again on Monday when it's part 2, where I will talk about the bitterness of a man after a breakup. So that will be on Monday. And then on next Friday, we will be talking about once couples have broken up and there's children involved, how the bitterness affects the children. That will be part 3. So I'll talk to you later. See you soon. And y'all have a good evening. And this is it on Soulful Insight Podcast. Good night.